Today on Kea Kids News. ANZAC Day is coming up, so lest we forget, we find out about some unsung ANZAC heroes. Kia ora, this is Kipling reporting for Kea Kids News. A very special day is coming up soon. It's called ANZAC Day, and it's a day off school. Hooray! But more importantly, it's a day when we remember the soldiers who fought and died for our country. They were very brave and did amazing things to keep us safe. So for today's episode of Kea Kids News, we have a special ANZAC Day treat. No, not a biscuit. It's our first fully animated episode where we'll learn about some ANZAC heroes and the sacrifices they made. Let's watch. When we think of war heroes, we think of men firing guns. But did you know there was a war hero who was a donkey? His name was Duffy, and he served in a big battle called Gallipoli. Duffy became famous for helping a man named John Simpson carry injured soldiers from no man's land, the most dangerous part of the battlefield, down to the hospital, where doctors could help them. Duffy helped John Simpson rescue over 300 soldiers. Until one sad day when Simpson was shot and killed by a Turkish sniper. Duffy was alone. Who would help him rescue the injured people in no man's land? Luckily, a New Zealand soldier named Private Richard Henderson picked up Duffy's reins and continued to rescue the wounded, all the way until the end of the Gallipoli battle. The Australians loved Duffy so much, they wanted to bring him back home and treat him as a proper war hero. But they made a pit stop in Greece on their way home. And this is where Duffy was originally from. So when he was back home, he broke his tether and ran away to freedom. And as for Private Henderson, he survived Gallipoli only to be sent to an even bigger battlefield in France called the Western Front. He continued to rescue wounded men from heavy fire until he was poisoned by gas. He was sent back to New Zealand and decorated with medals for his bravery. He became a teacher and taught school in Ponsonby, Towai and Tamarata until he eventually went blind from the injuries he had in the gas attack. He was sick for most of his later life. When we ask ourselves, what makes a great New Zealander or a great Australian? John Simpson and Richard Henderson are the people who come to mind. And when we ask ourselves, what makes a great donkey? We don't have to look any further than Duffy. So this ANZAC Day, be sure to do something to remember our ANZAC soldiers, like John Simpson, Richard Henderson, and Duffy the donkey. Ask your parents about attending the dawn service. Visit a nearby war memorial. Wear a red poppy, or even just spend a few quiet minutes thinking about the sacrifices our brave soldiers made on our behalf. Mā te wā, this has been Kipling reporting for Kea Kids News.
Thanks to New Zealand On Air.